Yes, all of you can hear me. Yes, all of you can hear me. Yes, all of you can hear me. Yeah. Thank you. Mhm. Yes, well, let me continue. So, last two sessions, we have completed that introduction to UI. UI related all introductions we completed. I'll give you a brief on it and I'll continue with the installation session. Installation and here how to install our program and all I'll explain. Here we are in web UI. Here UI means it is a user interface. If you enter www.google.com. If you enter here google.com, once you click on the search option, you can redirect, your page will be redirected to server. So always UI page will be connected with the server page, server will connect to database. So this type of interactions you can observe here in our application. Here 8 p.m. Here, once you enter your URL here, your data always redirected to server, server connected to database. So this type of interaction is a MVC architecture, 3-tier architecture. Always UI page will connect to server, server connected to database, database will give you result back to UI page. This total interactions, we call it as UI. Here, this is our UI page. And finally, you will get all list of links here. That is also UI page. Here, server programming, servers are here, PHP, Java, .NET, Python, here, etc., all servers. Here, databases are here, Oracle, MySQL, SQL Server, here, MongoDB, etc., all comes under databases. Here we are going with the UI programming. This is following MVC architecture, model, view, controller architecture. Here, model, view, controller. Model part, view part, and controller part we are learning here. Model, view, controller architecture. Generally, we will follow to design our output. Okay. Here in this, we are concentrating only the UI part. UI, web UI. Okay. Here, this UI here, it is a user interface. This is what here, front-end programming. Front-end programming. Front-end here. So once you enter here, this development front-end programming here, HTML 4 and 5. Second, CSS 2 and 3. Third one, it is on JavaScript. Here, fourth one, it is on jQuery. Then fifth, Ajax. Here, sixth, responsive design. Here, seventh one will be Bootstrap. Here, eighth one will be here, lesson SAS programming. Here, ninth one is project. 10th one is here, exam. So, total duration of my content will be here, 2 months. The Saturday sessions, I'll continue on project session. So, alternate Saturday sessions, generally, I'll continue on the project session. Okay. Here, Monday to Friday, I'll continue on topic session. Saturdays, I'll continue on project session. Here, in the last two sessions, I have continued on what is UI and what is the use of each topic. Each topic, brief information, and one example I showed you in the last session. Okay. Here, HTML is a hypertext markup language. Here, first topic here, HTML. HTML here, it is a hypertext markup language. Here, markup means it is a tag-based programming. Here, tag is nothing but instruction to the browser. Instruction to browser. We can give all our instructions to the browser in the form of tags. we have two types of tags. We have here one is paid tag, second one is here unpaid tag. Here paid and unpaid tag we can write. Here this paid tag, whenever you write the tag name, we have to close the tag name like this. This is what here paid tag. Unpaid tag will write the tag name and here itself will close it. This is what here unpaid tag. Paid and unpaid for our program, we can write like this. Here we are learning HTML here. If you open any web page, see, suppose if you open facebook.com, this is one UI page. This basic skeleton of the web page is by HTML. Basic HTML creates the skeleton part of the web page. Here, skeleton part of web page. Here, web page, we can create it. We can create it using HTML. Using HTML only, we can create basic skeleton part of the web page. Skeleton here skeleton part of the web page, we can create it with this HTML. HTML here, it is a hypertext markup language. It is completely a tag-based program. Here it is completely a tag-based programming. Skeleton of a web page, we can create it with this. See, if you check this one, this email address box, this password box, this submit button, and this here all submit button, forgot password, these all by HTML. See, when you right click, inspect element on this, you can see that standard code of HTML will be here. Doc type HTML head and body. If you don't write the head section, see, you can see the total skeleton. This is because of HTML. You can see total skeleton of the web page, but no proper alignment for the web page. Here there is no skeleton, here no alignment for this web page. Here basically HTML creates the skeleton part of the web page. Then next one here it is doc type HTML. Here itself HTML starting tag, ending tag. Here head starting tag, ending tag. Here body starting tag, ending tag. Here this way if you write it here, doc type HTML head and body is the standard code of HTML. Here doc type HTML head and body is the standard code of HTML. Basic skeleton of the web page is by HTML. Second topic here it is CSS. Because of the CSS, we can create alignment of the web page. Here CSS, here it is cascading style sheet. This is what here mainly style part of the web page. We can create it with the CSS. That style part here, background color, border, text related styles, text align, text decoration, text transform, and font related style, font size, font family, etc. etc. We'll learn it here with the CSS. Here CSS, because of the CSS, we can create completely alignment part for our application. Alignment part of a web page. Here completely alignment of the web page, we can create it with the CSS. Here CSS, here it is cascading style sheet. Because of this, see here. This is one UI page. If you right click, inspect element on this, you can see one button here. See here buttons, you can create it with this. See here, this way. This way you can check your output here. This is possible by CSS. See, color of the button is completely changing here. This is because of CSS. So background color, border, text related, font related style, that is what here second topic CSS. HTML, skeleton of a web page, CSS, alignment and color structure of a web page. Then third topic here, I'll explain JavaScript. Because of this JavaScript, we can add validation of the application form. Here JavaScript, it will use it here validation. here itself, validation of application form. Here form validations, we can easily implement it because of this JavaScript. Here validations are nothing but here cookie creations, animations, local storages, session storages. Here all etc. We'll learn it under this JavaScript. Here check it, this Facebook web page. If you submit it, you will get all related information. Error message. This related error message we are getting here because of JavaScript. See, in this application, you can see here Facebook related cookies. Name value pair of the cookie, you can see like this. Cookie name, cookie value, cookie domain name, path, expiry time. Every cookie information, every website related cookie information, you can check it. Okay, that is available with the JavaScript. Here, JavaScript will add it here, functionality of a web page. Here, validation of the application form, we can do it. And here, majorly, it will add it here, functionality. Here, functionality. Functionality of a web page. Functionality of a web page, we can create it with this JavaScript. Okay, 3 topics completed. Because of HTML, we can create skeleton part of the web page. Because of HTML, we can create skeleton part of the web page. CSS alignment of the web page. JavaScript, it will add it functionality to our application. jQuery is an external library of JavaScript. jQuery is nothing but it's an external library of JavaScript. JavaScript only, but here it's an external library. How it works, I'll show you. Here, just it is a brief information about each topic. Okay, I already covered for few students in the previous sessions. So I'm revising that. And after that, I'll go with the installation procedure of Visual Studio Code into our system, how to write our program, I'll explain. Tomorrow, I'll do the first program, HTML4 first program, I'll do tomorrow in the VS Code. Okay, here, fourth topic of our content here, jQuery. Because of this jQuery, it's an external library. It's an external library of JavaScript. Because of this jQuery, you can do validations. jQuery validations, you can easily do it. And jQuery cycle.js, you can do it. And jQuery here, UI.js, you can, like this, you will find so many external jQuery files. Because of that, you can easily develop your application. The same validations you can do it, but it is easy to develop. Why? Because we'll use that external library. See, jQuery draggable effect. See, here I can drag to any place. This is jQuery UI.js. See here, drag and drop it. This draggable, droppable effect. Here, resizable. See, I can resize. This is resizable effect. Here, selectable. This select. Here, selectable. Sortable. Here, like this, you can find it. Here, you can find it here. This jQuery related effect, you can create it. Here, jQuery related effects, you can create it with this. Here, because of jQuery, we can create here selectable, sortable, this type of effect, you can create it because of this jQuery. Here, selectable, sortable. Here, buttons, radio buttons, date time triggers, progress bars, these all by jQuery UI. If you search for jQuery cycle, you can find it here, cyclic rotation of images. See here, shuffling, zooming, here, shuffling effect, zooming effect, fading effect. Here, turn down effect, curtain X effect, scroll right effect. Here, click on click time, scroll right. So these all types of effects we can create it because of jQuery. Because of jQuery, you can create these all effects. Okay. Here, jQuery for our program, we can easily create it with this jQuery. Next one here, it is Ajax. Next topic here, Ajax. Ajax means here it is a asynchronous JavaScript and XML. Here it is a combination of JavaScript and XML. Here in this, without redirecting, without refreshing, client page can get the server response. Here only you will get, client will get the connected to server. Server has to give their response. In this time, without redirection, here without refreshment. Here without redirection, without refreshing, if you get the response of the server, that one we call it as Ajax. Here the client is getting the server response. So client is connecting with the server, server connecting to client. This type of response you can create it because of this Ajax. Here, because of this Ajax, you will get output for our application without refreshing, without redirection. You will get output for our program that it is possible by Ajax. Client connecting to server, server is giving the response without redirection, without refreshment. If you get output for our program, that one we call it as Ajax. Okay, here Ajax output you can write like this. See, I'll show you one application. Here, Union Bank. So this is one website, and this you can see without redirection, without refreshment, you will get output. Here, without redirection, without refreshment, you will get output for our program. See here, English. Here, it is loading my web page. Here, after this, it will show you one, ask you one chat window will come here. So once I click on that chat window, automatically that web page will be refreshed. See here, ask you will come here. Here after loading this, you can see that here just before we saw that actually. It is taking loading time. Here one chat window will come here. Once you click on it, the chat window, here automatically it will refresh my web page here. My web page will be automatically refreshed. See, here if I click on this, it will ask you for language. See, I selected and it is giving main menu. Here main menu and debit card information. See here debit card and view temporary. Here blockage and go back to main menu. Here like this, you will get output here without refreshing. Without redirection and without refreshment, you are going to get the output for our program. This is possible by chat window. Chat window. Because of this chat window, I'm getting output. But see here, if I click any menu from this menu bar, see it is completely refreshed and redirected. See Union Vehicle, if I click here, this is also completely refreshed and redirected. If I want to know about UPI, see completely refreshed and redirected. This type of menu bar comes under synchronous call. That main menu here, the chat window comes under asynchronous call. So mainly asynchronous call, you will learn it under Ajax. Under Ajax, you will learn how to make our application without redirection, without refreshment. Next one here it is responsive design. Here responsive design time, you will understand here. This is what here responsive design. You will understand here responsive design time, how to develop our application for mobile phone, tablet, here desktop. In all different resolution, how to show your output that you will understand under responsive design. Under responsive design only, you will understand how to develop our application for mobile phone, tablet, desktop. In all different resolution, how to show our output, that you will understand under responsive design. Check it. See, if I change my screen size, here I'm changing my screen size. See here, menu bar is vertical now. Here, horizontal menu bar, vertical menu bar. My web page is here. Whenever I change my screen size, accordingly, it is totally that menu bar is changing here. Horizontal menu bar is converted into vertical menu bar. And that alignment of the complete application is changing. According to the screen structure, it is changing here. 2-column layout or a 3-column layout or a 4-column layout. This is possible by responsive design. Under responsive design, you will understand how to make our application for different resolution. Then Bootstrap. Bootstrap, it's a framework. Here, Bootstrap, it's a framework. Here, framework of HTML, CSS, JavaScript. It's a framework, HTML, CSS, JavaScript framework. We call it as Bootstrap. Under this Bootstrap, you will easily learn it here, how to develop our application automatically responsive, and you will add that files are here, bootstrap min.js file and bootstrap min.css file here, and popper.js file here, bootstrap bundle.js file here, bundle.js file. Like this, you will find it here, this Bootstrap. Because of this Bootstrap, you will find it here that development will be like this. Because of Bootstrap, how to develop our application for the Bootstrap, that you can check it. Here, Bootstrap is a framework, HTML, CSS, JavaScript framework. So you will add this external files of Bootstrap. Automatically, you can develop your application. Then next one here, responsive design Bootstrap, and last topic here, it is lessons. Less and SAS programming. Lessons as just it is a superset of CSS. CSS only, but something extra under CSS. Here, CSS only, but something extra under CSS that you will understand under lessons. Lessons as time, you will understand here how to make our application as responsive application. Here, responsive application, how to create it, that you will understand under responsive design. Here, responsive application, how to create it, that you will understand. And it is a superset of CSS. CSS only, but something extra under CSS. Okay, here CSS only, something extra under CSS that comes under lessons. Okay. Lessons as it is a superset of CSS. Under CSS only, something extra you will understand here under lessons. So this is totally about our content introduction. Under CSS, how to write variables, mexins here, variables, mexins, nesting, here functions, here nesting and followed by functions, etc., etc. You will understand under this lessons. Under this lessons as how to develop our application for all these that you can easily understand with this. Here, Bootstrap, jQuery, licenses. These all I'll explain to you under licenses. This is totally about our content. Here, Bootstrap, licenses, responsive design, Ajax, jQuery, JavaScript. Here, this way, I'll continue all my topic for my content. Here, next I'll go for here, licenses, how to develop it, you can check it. Here, now you can see here how to develop our application. With this, we observed. Here, is it clear for you for every topic introduction? JavaScript, it adds skeleton part of the web page. CSS, alignment of the web page. JavaScript, functionality of a web page. jQuery is an external library of JavaScript. Ajax, it's asynchronous JavaScript and XML. In this time, you will understand how to develop our application without redirection and without refreshment. How to develop it, you will understand under Ajax. And responsive design, how to develop it for mobile phone, tablet, desktop. Bootstrap is a framework of JavaScript. Lessons as it is a superset of CSS. And project and exams I'll continue on Saturday. Alternate Saturdays I'll continue. And everyday class I'll upload it in OneDrive, like this one 6 a.m. drive, how it is. Similar way, I'll create OneDrive access for you. I already saved your recordings. I'll upload in recordings folder. In recordings folder, I'll upload everyday class recordings. Here in this programs folder, everyday class related programs, I'll upload here in the programs folder. And paint file, everyday class related paint files, I'll upload here in the paint folder. Documents, everyday class related document, I'll upload here in the document folder. So here, documents, paint file, programs, recordings, and weekend test. Here, alternate weekend. So once I complete HTML4, I'll conduct one test on it. CSS2 completed, I'll conduct one more test. That question paper and answer sheet. Like this, I'll upload all my content. Okay. This is totally about the introduction part. Up to now, is it clear what I'm teaching? I got one student mail address. Yeah. Is it clear for you?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. 1:50, madam. Tomorrow it will be 8 o'clock or 8:30, ma'am, class?
This week we'll continue at 8 p.m. Next week I'll plan for 8:30.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. I got Ravikant mail address and Pavan mail address out of service, and Praveen repeated student. Okay. Pavan not joined today, I think. Ravikant the mail address, I got it. Praveen repeated. Okay. Yes, Hemachandra Reddy and Rajput and Rajesh. Is it clear for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Programs not yet started. Class programs, previous notes if you want it, I'll give you, but I'll upload everyday current class recording only. I'll share with you.
Okay.
Okay, currently what I'm explaining, that class files, that class recordings, I'll upload you in your 8 p.m. folder, 8:30 p.m. Regularly class will be at 8:30 to 9:30. But this week will continue at 8 p.m.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you, Chandra. Okay. Here, installation procedure. How to add in, how to install all these here. How to install VS Code, how to write our program, I'll show you. Normally, you can write your programs in Notepad. You can execute it through browser. You can write your programs in Notepad. You can normally execute it. Here, execute your programs in the browser. It will allow. Here, browser, it will allow. But here, once you execute your program, here nowadays we are not using Notepad to write the program. We are using IDE to write the program. That IDE here, it is a integrated development here environment. It's an integrated development environment is the IDE here. In this IDE, VS Code, Atom, brackets, here NetBeans, here IntelliJ, Eclipse, here like this, here like this, etc., etc. So many IDEs we have to develop our application. We are using here different IDEs to develop our application. These IDEs are here integrated development environment to develop our application. These IDEs are helpful to easily develop our application. Here now in this time, so here IDE here, we are going to use one IDE for our development. That is what here, VS Code. VS Code installation. Here installation of Visual Studio Code and write the program that you can check it. Here in this installation time, go to the Google, search for VS Code. So we are going to write our UI related all programs in the VS Code. So here go to the Google, search for VS Code. You will redirect to code.visualstudio.com. Here if you search for VS Code, you can see here code.visualstudio.com. Once you click download option, you can find that download of. Under this download, you can find it here code.visualstudio.com. Here, see here this one, setup file. Go here, VS Code user setup x64. So like this you can see. Here it is code.visualstudio.com. Control-C copy. Here, this is one URL. You can click on download option. So by that, you can find it here, VS Code setup.exe file. Once you double click on it, here couple of next clicks will be there. Here, next button. You can click on next button. You can install it. It will be installed in your system. See here. This is what here, VS Code setup file. Double click. Here, VS Code setup file. Here, agree, accept terms and condition. Next button. Here, if you want desktop icon, click on it and click on next button. Click on install button. Once you click on install button, very few seconds of time, it will be installed in your system. Very few seconds of time, it will be installed in your system. So after installation, here, after installation, you can directly use that in our, you open it from our system. See, this is the installation procedure. After that, go to the computer start button, search for VS Code. It will be opened. You can find it here, file, open, folder option will be there. See here, go for file. Here, VS Code, enter. See, VS Code will be opened in our system. VS Code is opened. Here, now you can find this is one VS Code. Here, after this VS Code can be, here, we are able to open that VS Code here. Here, under this, file. Here, file, open, folder option will be there. So by that, you can select your own folder for our development. I'm creating our 8:30 p.m. folder, 8:30 p.m. Here, May 2025 at UI. So I'm creating my one folder in the documents location. So just select that folder here. See, VS Code is loaded with that 830 folder. VS Code is loaded with this 830 folder. So now you can find it here, VS Code and the set of files, all you can find it like this. Here in this time, so I'm able to write that VS Code into our system. So by that, we can execute our program under this VS Code. So here I'm creating, here two things are there. Here one is new file, another one new folder. Under this, I'm creating one new folder here, that is HTML4 folder. Under this HTML4 folder, I'm creating one new file here. This is 1.html. Select it. See, this way you can create your 1.html. Now you can find it here, doc type HTML, HTML start and close, head start and close, and body start and close. Here, execution standard code of HTML will be like this. See, welcome to HTML. See, I wrote my here, I wrote my standard code of web page will be here, welcome to HTML. So now to run this program, we have to do some other procedure. See, go to the location first. Here, documents, 830, here HTML4, 1.html. Just open it. You can see that execution of this code here, 1.html like this. I'm able to execute my code for my program, 1.html will be like this. See, I'm able to execute my code for my program. Here, 1.html code, I can execute it like this. So this time, what we are doing here, so this is 1.html program. In this time, I'm able to create my execution of the program will be here. This 1.html program, I'm able to execute it for my program like this. Here in this time, here it is 1.html, welcome to HTML. So this execution will be like this. So now, here, welcome to HTML, I'm able to write. So because of this, how to execute, we observed directly outside the browser. Now in this VS Code, to execute the program, go to the extensions, search for live server. Go to the extension, search for live server. Once you click on this live server, here, once you click on this live server install button, automatically live server will be installed in our system. So once you right click, run it with live server. Because of this, my program will be opened in the live server. So once I click on it, my program will be opened in the live server like this. So in this time, so my program automatically opens in the live server like this. Here, that 1.html program output will come like this. This time, here one is directly by opening the file by browser. Another one is by live server. You can find the difference between those two. Here, file open folder. Under this one, I created 8:30 PM folder. Under this, I created HTML4. Under this, I created 1.html program. Here, in this 1.html program, I wrote my standard code of HTML will be here, doc type HTML, HTML start and close. Under this, we can write it here, head start and close and body start and close. Yeah, head and body tag. Under this head section, we can write something. Under this body, I'm writing here, welcome to HTML. To execute this program, this 1.html program, we have to execute it in our browser. To execute this program, 1.html program, we have to go for VS Code. Here, go to the extensions. Under this, search for live server. So because of that, if you click on install button of live server, it will be installed in our system. So once this live server is installed in our system, automatically we can run our program with this. Here, if you right click on this in VS Code, if you right click on our 1.html program, right click. So once you right click on it, you can find it here, open with live server. Open with live server option will be there. By that, your program automatically opens in the live server URL will be like this. Port number, protocol, your IP address, port number, and folder name followed by file name. This way you can see that execution of this here. One is with the live server, only one-time process. Live server installation is only one-time process. So this way you can install your output for our program. This is the way we can execute our output. Here we are writing here live server. Once you click install button, your program automatically installed in a live server like this. Okay. So next one, the same program I'm able to run it by here, normally by browser. Here, in this time, that program execution will be here like this. So normally I can execute my program, and through live server also I can execute my program. Here, normally by browser, output will come like this. Is it clear? Any doubt on this? Up to now, I explained here how to install VS Code into our system, how to run our programs by VS Code. We understood here. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yeah. Any more doubts? All 7 students. 5. Hema, Ravikant, Rajesh,
No
Johnny.
doubts.
No doubts.
Doubts. Praveen.
No doubts.
No doubts. So is it clear what I explained to you?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So newly joined students, today only some students are newly joined for the demo class. Is it clear for you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Rajesh. We'll meet tomorrow. We'll meet tomorrow for the continuation. So first program continuation part, I'll show you tomorrow session.
Okay,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yes, that's it for today. We'll meet tomorrow. Thank you.
Okay.